my family had a long legacy of connection to journalism. I had a great uncle who was an editor of Pravda in Russia, the Communist Party newspaper. Now, a lot of people think that every New York Times reporter had an uncle who was an editor of Pravda, but in fact, I was one of the few who really did. My twin brother, in fact, was named for this man. So my father got it slightly wrong. The professor, my brother, the professor, got the journalistic name, but it was always part of what my family did. My father was a writer and editor of children's books. My uncle was a writer of considerable success as a short story writer. So writing was what my family always did. In fact, I have counted up of my cousins on my father's side. Cousins, second cousins, spouses, 12 of us have written books, which is far more than the world ever wanted or needed from this family. But it is reflection of the legacy and the very strong tradition we grew up with. My twin brother has written 4 books. I have not been able to read any of them because they're very dense economic tomes, which are totally impenetrable. I have them on my wall, but I don't read them. Because of that legacy, I started thinking of myself as a writer when I was in the 6th grade. It was what I always did well, is what teachers responded to. My father was an extremely ardent supporter and editor and cheerleader. I ran the school newspaper in the 6th grade. And the first day I went to high school, the first thing I did, literally the first day I went to high school, was go out for the student newspaper. By junior year was the editor. Also junior year, I started working for the local newspaper after school. It was a little daily in New Jersey. The Bayonne Times doesn't exist anymore. But it was a 6-day-a-week paper, and I worked 2 hours every day, 3 to 5 after school, and then 4 hours on Saturday morning. I worked 14 hours a week and got paid the princely sum of $14 for my 14 hours of work. But I learned a lot of good journalistic lessons very young.